This reading is going to be what your upcoming week is going to be like. You can choose a tarot for your reading. We have the Witch Tarot, Manga Tarot, and I think this is Intuitive Tarot. Not sure. And then we're going to get Astrological, Pipe Deck Messages, and then Conversation Card Messages. Alright, so pick 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's start with number 1. So for your astrological, we'll do 3 from each deck. So first we have Mars and Strength. And we have Neptune Fantasy. I'm feeling this one. Aries Leader Action. I heard conjunction between Mars and Neptune. I don't know anything about astrology. I'm just saying whatever it is I hear. Bottom of the deck, we have Venus Desire. What's funny is when I pulled out the Aries, I saw Venus and I was like, that's Aries. Okay, well, I get it now. That's funny. Alright. Okay. Let's see what this Strength is about. Let's get 1 for Strength. I'm going to use the Conversation one. We have time freezes for everyone, but you for one day. What would you do and why? If you had all the time in the world to build upon something, what would it be? Essentially is what I'm getting. And 1 for Fantasy. Thank you. If you had a personal mascot, what would your mascot be? Imagine who you see yourself as in a week's time. What do they look like is what I'm getting for that. And then Leader Action. Let's get, thank you. If animals could talk, which animal would be the rudest? And you have Leader Action with that. So it doesn't matter whose toes you have to step on whose ever toes you need to. And then with Desire, where would you like to travel to next? What do you desire? So far we have, you have kind of a dream that you're building on right now. You have something that you're working on right now, and you're being told to keep building upon that to become what you want. Alright, let's get a message for this Strength. Let's get a message for Strength, please, and thank you. Okay. Your smile makes me want to smile. I heard have the courage to smile through the pain of trying to conquer things. And Fantasy, what's up with Fantasy? Let's get 1 for Fantasy. Okay. Well, we got 3. We'll take them. You make learning fun. How are you so fast? You're the best part of the day. So, the more you enjoy the idea of what you want to become, the quicker and easier it will be. And the more fun you'll have doing it is really what I'm getting. And then we have, with Leader Action, you are magical. So you can really make miracles happen for yourself. You can make magic happen if you choose to believe in yourself, if you choose to have the strength in yourself, if you choose to view yourself as someone innovative and someone who has the strength to go for the things that they desire. You got bank. Could you show me how? A lot of people already admire you, but the better you do for yourself, it just gives them the encouragement that they can do it too. Like, you really inspire a lot of people around you is what I'm really getting. So let's get more on this strength. Alright. Alchemy, divine messages, temperance. I heard you have divine strength and valuable wisdom. Let's get one on fantasy. Thank you. Enduring abuse, 5 of Cups. I feel like you went from someone very serious about your life, someone who viewed things very mundanely, to someone who wants to view things differently, someone who wants to create a different mindset, someone who wants to turn the world upside down and be innovative in how you create yourself. That's what I'm getting. So leader, action. Let's look at that. Let's get one. Related action. Thank you. What is mediator? King of Swords. You are someone who knows how to take something within their mind and put it into reality. And I don't mean like necessarily as a master manifester, because that would be the magician, but more so you can build an idea, look at other people's ideas, and then create one big idea that becomes successful, so to speak. Challenges ahead, 8 of Swords. I don't think you realize how much you encourage others. I don't think you realize how many people actually do look up to you. Even when you're not doing well, people still believe you to be doing well. So you're weak ahead. You're gonna start seeing more parts of yourself that you enjoy. And you're really gonna start tapping into the way that your mind works, into creating more of the person that you want to be and more of the reality that you are creating. And you're almost going to kind of have this fantastic faith in yourself, because I feel like you're going to actually accomplish something really beautiful for yourself. And I don't know what it is, but you're going places and you're being asked to keep going in the direction that you are going in, because you are innovative and you can do it and you are capable and you know that, and that's one of the reasons why you're even trying to begin with. Interesting. So this is your next week. Number 1, many blessings. Until next time. Alright. Number 2. I actually want to start with these first, the conversation cards. We'll get 3 and then bottom of the deck. So first one out, let's see what's up. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest? You're a very blunt person. You have a tendency to say what's on your mind, possibly without thinking. What food looks disgusting but tastes delicious? Sometimes your conversations make people cringe, but at the same time, it's like food for thought. You have an Ace of Hearts and the Queen of Cups. Like some people almost are very drawn to the way that you speak, like almost it intrigues them. That's so many. We're not doing all those. That can be bottom of the deck. What is the silliest way that you've been injured? You have a way of connecting with people in a strange way. It's almost like you're very blunt about things, you're very truthful about things, and you kind of seem to pull the truth out of others, and there's something very humbling about the way you talk. Like, you're so brash, but at the same time, you are so very real and authentic. People can't help but want to talk to you because you're just so authentic. You're so real, even though you're so brash, and they're like, oh my god, this conversation. Like, they cringe at the conversation, but at the same time, they love it because you always get to the heart of the matter. You always get to why, like, they even wanted a conversation in the first place. Like, your brash conversations are very healing in a very raw and empowering, but like disgusting way. It's almost kind of like a war of words, if you will. Like, a lot of people will look onto your conversations and think, oh my god, that is just brash, and I don't know if I could handle that. But it's almost like once you're in the conversation, you're enamored by it. People find your brashness very charming. What is your guilty pleasure? Yeah, it's almost like you could be discussing the worst of the worst case scenarios, like, oh, I did this once, and this happened, it was so embarrassing and awful, and the other person says, well, my experience was worse, and blah blah blah, and people who walk by the conversation is just like, what an awful conversation, how did that even start? But then it makes them think of, your conversations are very thought-provoking and get people to think about things that they've never thought before. That's what it is. Alright, let's get more on if animals could talk, which would be the Brutus. We have spiritual path at Sagittarius. You have a gift for gab, is what I heard. You pulling people's truth out as part of your purpose, whether you know or not. Food looks disgusting but tastes delicious. Let's get more on that. Thank you. Challenge. Saturn. It's almost like your Saturn return for people's conversations, is what I heard. Saturn returns, from what I know, they're very difficult and very transforming. Your conversations are very difficult but very transforming, and kind of puts people in a different mind frame. Silliest way that you've been injured. Let's get more on that. Thank you. Desirediness. Like I said, people are just, they're so drawn to it. It's almost like a car wreck. You know how people want to keep moving, but at the same time they want to see what's happened. That's what onlookers think of your conversations. Communicate, Mercury. What is your guilty pleasure, and communicate? What did I tell you? It's almost like it's just a confirmation. Like, people can't help but want to have these conversations. There is something inside of you that pulls it out of them. I almost went to grab the tarot, but still gotta grab these. So one for spiritual path and animals could be Brutus. Let's get one for that, for this first step. Animals could talk, which would be the Brutus, and spiritual path. Let's get one for those. Okay, we got two. We'll take them. I dropped that one on accident. You are a natural beauty. I knew you were an angel the moment I laid eyes on you. You bring out the raw, authentic beauty in people. You're actually going to get a beautiful compliment on the way you speak to people. And you're actually going to be thrown off guard because you're going to be like, you know, most people can't handle my conversations, but once I get engrossed, that's it. Alright, let's go with what food looks disgusting but tastes delicious, and challenge. People like a challenge, and the way you challenge them is just like, it's an easy challenge, but it's not. You know you're the funniest person I know, right? I'm getting for you might have like dark humor, and you might talk about things other people don't. Almost like really traumatic or like awful situations. Kind of like Family Guy. Like, you say something really messed up, and it's almost like you know who to talk to, how to talk to them. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you are an earth angel and you're sent to help people deal with their traumatic responses in life through the gift of gab, through conversations, through the ethers, through knowledge, through knowingness. It's almost like you have had so many traumatic experiences. You can tell by the way somebody walks, talks, whatever, what they have been through. And if they give you the least bit of a hint, you take an inch and go a mile, and they absolutely love it because you bring out this raw authenticity from them, the in-depth conversations they've never had with anyone. They'll probably never have them again, but in that moment you're just so special. You have the starlight quality, you have all the beautiful qualities of a good communicator, but you're so brash and you make it seem so botched, and yet it's so effortless. It's like disgusting beauty almost is what I'm getting. Like, people walk away from the conversations like, what just happened? Kind of like they've just gotten a car wreck, but it was like a meaningful experience that changed their life. It's kind of what I'm getting, like an emotional, verbal car wreck, assault of the mind, and yet it was so beautiful because they were able to express things that they weren't able to express with anyone else. Prepare to have a really in-depth conversation with someone whose life you're going to change is what I'm really getting. And they might change yours a bit too, because they're going to thank you for it. There we go. What is the silliest way you've been injured and desire? Your smile makes me want to smile. You're crazy smart. Your love is a gift. You really do have a beautiful gift. You really do teach people how to smile about the crazy things in life. And the way you come at them is just enchanting. I bet your beautiful voice makes angels weep. We have that with guilty pleasure and communicate. People just don't want to stop talking to you. It's like therapy. It's like brash, awful therapy that they always needed, like that Dr. Phil talk they always needed. Alright, let's get one tarot card for animals could talk, spiritual path, etc. See the truth through eyes of love, Ace of Swords. It is part of your path to show people the truth about themselves that maybe they're not willing to face on their own, and it takes someone like you to like pull it out of them. It might even make you cringe a bit when you have these conversations, but when you walk away, you're just like, wow, they've literally told me their entire life story, and I bet they've never even, and you might not even know their name, is what I'm getting. Food looks disgusting, tastes delicious, challenge, and funniest person I know. Are your beliefs right for you, the Hierophant? You turn people's world upside down. When you meet people, they view the world one way, okay? And when they walk away, the whole world has changed. I'm surprised the Hangman isn't here. And so the Hierophant. Hierophant is someone who people go to learn things, essentially. You see him with the two disciples here, like, everyone who comes to you is your disciple, whether you know it or not. Silliest way you've been injured, desire, love is a gift. Smile makes me want to smile. Crazy smart. Oh, we got two. Heal and forgive. 3 of Swords and death. You can't stop change. You really do transform people's trauma. I'm feeling so emotional as I'm holding these 2 cards. Part of me wants to cry. Which is crazy because before I wanted to laugh and smile, and then I wanted to cry. When people come to you, whether you know or not, they're at their wit's end. That's why they're sent to you. Because you show them all the ugliness in the world, and you still know how to smile, and you make them smile with you. That's fucking beautiful. You give trauma therapy through hilarity and coldness, and people just eat it up and love it. Enjoy your beautiful moment. 10 of Cups on the bottom. Like, if only you knew how beautifully you transform people. But you're going to meet someone this week who's going to tell you, I needed that, thank you. this is just your confirmation that you are meant to have these. I'm getting like sometimes you question these conversations like, what was that? Why did I do that? What was that? What on earth came out of my mouth just then? And just know you're like a natural born channeler, but you make it your own. Like, you don't just say whatever comes to mind right off the fly. You like spin it in something that you yourself would enjoy in a conversation. You actually put more thought subconsciously, yes, subconsciously, into these conversations than you realize. Maybe after this reading, you'll realize, maybe I do spin it a bit this way or that way, but you do it. Here's the thing, most channelers, they might say things verbatim. I do that sometimes. If I don't understand it, I'll say it verbatim, like the whole, like the reading number 1, it was like something. It was some kind of transit or whatever, and I don't know anything about astrology, really. Astrology is hard to me. Anyway, it's really complicated. Some people love it. My mother and my sister, knee deep in astrology, can tell you all kinds of things about it. I'm just like, I learned what a Saturn return is. Woo! I know Mercury means communicate. Woo! Like, yeah. I know if you have a Venus placement, you're like really sexy. But, like certain Venus placements. But, back to your reading. You know a lot more about things than you could ever possibly know. You have so much beautiful life experience that allows you to channel it through human eyes. I'm getting you could possibly be an earth angel who does channel from the divine, yes. But you do it through human eyes. You have the mind of an angel, someone who knows the inner workings, knows you're here to like heal and help people. And it's very challenging to do that, to connect with people. So you use your human experience, the things that you've seen, the things that you've done, and you transform, you combine both into something truly beautiful, truly miraculous, kind of like a dirty, ugly truth. It's kind of like when you watch a documentary. You really want to know about something, and you know it's probably going to make you sad, whatever, but you feel so enlightened afterwards now that you have all the information, and you do that for people. And you're going to have this kind of conversation that you always have with people, and someone's really going to appreciate you and say thank you. That's what I'm really getting for you for your week. Number 2. Wow. This one was deep. I'm going to take a moment because this made me really emotional. People come to you when they're at their wits' end, and you just remind them that life is worth it again, despite the struggle. The struggle is real, but you make struggle look beautiful in its own messed up way. You make the ugly truth beautiful. You're that kind of transformative energy. Bravo, that's a hard feat to manage. Number 2. So this is your week ahead. Number 2. Expect to have one of your many conversations and for someone to tell you there was a lot of meaning for them. Many blessings. Number 2. That's what you're reading. Lots of emotions there. I don't know if number 2 realizes the impact that they have on people. Like, when they walk away. I mean, that was intense for me, not being part of any conversations. Hold it. Alright. Expect to have a tower moment for your week. Number 3. That was interesting. Interesting. Say a thought-provoking one. In your third eye. That's what I'm being shown anyway. Number 3. I think we'll start off with the hype deck. Let's see what your week ahead is going to be like. Number 3. Number 3. Oh, you give the best advice. People see you as very wise, very worthy, very regal, very kind, and very giving. Oh, that is so many. Okay, we'll take them. Sure, why not? Your love is a gift. I heard, because your love is my drug by Kesha. You're crazy smart. You're getting the most cards out of everyone else, just so you know. Only because I've drawn so many right off the bat. I mean, some people got more of certain ones. Mostly this deck in general, but still. You know you're the funniest person I know, right? I have to move all these over. I'll have to keep moving all these over. I knew you were an angel the moment I laid eyes on you. I heard you're ethereal. People believe they're an angel. Can't talk. People believe you're an angel when they meet you, although they may not tell you this because I was blocked for a moment. You are a natural beauty. And then bottom of the deck, you always know just what to say. I heard you're a channel for the divine. You are the divine. And human vibe. Interesting. They're telling me to go about this a different way for you. So you might do things a bit differently than most people. And they don't understand at first, but it's beautiful at the end. Let's get one for you give the best advice. One for you give the best advice. Thank you. New connections. It doesn't matter if you know someone or not. You intuitively know what to do. I'm getting it's not just advice. It's like even just holding someone's hand or helping someone with a door, or you take intuitive action. That's what I mean. Your love is a gift. Your love is a gift. Let's get one for that. Seriously, I keep hearing that song because your love is my drug. People fall in love with you instantly. It's really a drug to people. Being true to you just by being you. The way you love yourself and the way you show love for like your community and the world is beautiful. I'm getting like, I'm seeing heart eyes. I'm seeing like, I heard people are zombies for you. You just have a look of love within you. When you talk to someone, you look engaged. You look happy to see them. You're someone who looks at everyone, even someone they've never met, like they're a family member, like you've known them their whole life. And you may not know this about you, but people just feel so comfortable and at home with you, and like almost like they're going to their grandma's house for like the 100th time in the 20 or whatever years they've been alive. Like they say like there's nothing like grandma's cookies, whatever. I've not necessarily had that experience because my grandma never really made cookies, although I love her strawberry cake. She's passed away, but I have the recipe and it's still hella good even when I make it, and I think of her when I do. But you're very nostalgic for people. You remind people that there is comfort in this world. Oh, this is going to be an emotional reading. I mean, a lot of emotion. When you meet people, you touch their very soul. You do. You remind them that life is a beautiful gift. Love is a beautiful gift, and you shouldn't take yourself or anything else for granted in this life. Oh, I wasn't expecting these to be emotional, but okay. You're crazy smart. Let's get one for this one. Yes, I'm all sniffly because I almost went to cry. Oh, the last one was emotional. Yours is going to be very emotional, I can tell. You've been bringing up all kinds of emotions in people. People who don't think they can fall in love with you. Determination to expand. You're always expanding your mind. See your opportunities in life. You're always looking at things in a different way where people are just like, how did you come up with that? How did you think about that? Where'd you get that from? Like, that's what I'm getting. People are just like, how'd you come up with that idea? Or how'd you come up with that thought? Or what made you say that? It's almost like they can see you literally, almost mentally grabbing all the way from the gods, the universe, and just sucking it into your brain and saying, this is what you need. You have true magic within you, and anyone who experiences you experiences the magic, the beauty of you. I'm surprised your magical didn't pop out on here, but if I had drawn more cards, I probably would have. You're not getting more cards though, because I already got plenty. You're the funniest person I know, right? Honestly, I feel like you try to be funny. People think you're hilarious, but you actually don't think you're really that funny. Maybe you have like deadpan humor and you're like, maybe that was a little too far. I'm kind of getting you question whether or not you're funny. And I think you hit a lot more nails on the head than you can ever know. I think maybe you leave some people speechless because it was hilarious, but they're in shock that you're funny, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're just like, I heard number one person. Like, it's funny. Shifting timelines, the tower. Yeah. This just kind of confirms what I was saying or whatever. I didn't even look at it, but you knock people over with the things that you say, and it's so funny. The tower came out, and I told you were gonna have a tower moment. Just realized that. Confirmation. You knock people's socks off. Even the people who are silent, something that you thought would be funny, you're like, well, maybe it wasn't funny. And then you're like, well, in my head it was really funny. You're funny. You're so funny. You're so funny it throws people off. They're like, how can they be smart, attractive, funny, kind? Oh my god, people love you. Ridiculous amount. And even strangers. Anybody. What? And it really throws people off. It doesn't matter what sex they are. They're like, I could see myself always being friends with that person, or I could always see myself hugging that person. Everyone who ever comes across you thinks to themselves, I could see myself hugging them the rest of my life. I could see myself talking to them the rest of my life. But I feel like you're very choosy with the people you choose, and so a lot of people don't tell you how amazing you are because they feel like they're not good enough to be in your inner circle. But what they don't realize is just, you know you're special, you don't realize how special you are, but you know you're special enough to limit yourself with people, because I think you've been taken advantage of a lot. Because a lot of people have known how special you are the moment that they meet you, and they just take full advantage of it in all the worst ways. And you've learned, okay, let me just pull back on this. Let me just pull back my energy. I'm getting very like, I'm putting a wall there and I'm keeping it there. I can relate to that. Let's get more on. I knew you were an angel at the moment. I laid eyes on you. For one, celebrate you. The chariot, act on desires. I'm telling you. People see you as the most beautiful celebration they've ever heard, they've ever met. Just kind, sweet, admirable, like, some of that's not in English. I need you to say that in English. 1 second. I heard an angel incarnate. I heard an angel del incognito. Don't know what that means. Could look it up. Should I look it up? Like, maybe you're multilingual, I don't know, but the first translation was multiple languages. The second one, not all of it's in English. It could be possible that you just communicate with a lot of realms at the same time, and so the voices sometimes get lost in translation, but your brain has the capacity to learn it in that instant, in that moment, and so you download it more easily than most could. getting like you can pull from a lot of different realms, a lot of different regions within your mind, and you can just calculate, translate the most rubbish, gibberish you've ever heard. Interesting. I've never heard that before, but I know that now. Let's get more on you are a natural beauty. For some reason, when I did that, I went, come on, Marius, what's the word? Give it to me. Not, that's not the word. Voices in my head, 1 second. What's the word? Detached. I detached from myself when I got that. You might find that when you channel, you often detach from yourself, just to kind of recalibrate everything within your mind and body. Let's get one on your natural beauty. Still trying to think of the official term though. Disassociate. Thank you. Whoever said that, thank you. Disassociation. Yes. You disassociate when you channel. You will find that you do not channel as other earth angels channel. Everyone was an earth angel in this. Interesting. I have a feeling that you're not just an earth angel, like you're a reincarnated angel. You might already be connected to all your angels. You are a natural beauty using alchemy to transmute energies and balance. You were here to show the divine beauty which you are, and the divine beauty that which is in the world. You're very patient, kind, and beautiful. Like, I cannot stress how many times I keep saying, oh my god, you're so kind, you're so beautiful, that you're so this. I expect a lot of people to be jealous or annoyed with you. I'm not. But you definitely have a lot of people that are annoyed that you're naturally lovely. What is wrong with people? Sorry. And then you always know just what to say. Mental and spiritual leader, King of Swords. Like I said, everything is transmitted here so easily for you. People get annoyed just because you're so you. Which one? Pick one. Okay, that's what I thought. See, for me, I hear voices, I see things, this, that, and the other. So sometimes it's like having a conversation with 6 people in my head. So if you see me be talking, and there's no one there, there's people there. I can see them. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see them. And if you do, it's hard, isn't it? Especially when you're driving, you see things that aren't there, you're talking things that aren't there, and just like, makes it more difficult. But you can usually tell when they're not there. Not to most people, because they would stop. That's the best way I could describe it. It's a feeling you get, really. When I was a child, I couldn't tell the difference, but now that I'm older, it's not that they're transparent or anything, it's just a feeling. Like a feeling and knowing that I see you, but I know no one else can see you kind of feeling. It's hard to describe. You might know this, what I'm talking about. That's why it's being brought up. I normally don't talk about this very much. You get the best advice and connections. Let's just get one on that. Rather than talking about the things I do and see. And I heard for your week, expect to be your amazing self. You give the best advice, new connections. If you could have any animal as a pet, what animal would you choose? I heard you're the only animal I would choose. People would love to have you as like their pet, as like their comforting companion. I just want you to know that. If they could pick you up, put you in their pocket, and keep you and lock it away, they would. That's the image I'm getting. Let me just take you with me real quick, stick you in my pocket. Yay! I need this to be emotional. I'm going through a lot of emotions in your reading. Jealousy, anger, love. Hilarious, the way people view you, okay? Your love is a gift, being true to you, see your opportunities in life. Oh no, being true to you, your love is a gift. It's just that one. Okay, thanks. I need that reminder. problem is when I am channeling, you'll see why I made a face when I saw your card. I don't remember anything I say when I channel. So for me, I have to write it down or put it in a video. What is something you're so obsessed with and why? You just being yourself, people are freaking obsessed with you. I'm getting like all your chakras are aligned and your energy is too good. I heard too hot to handle. Your energy's a little too hot to handle. You've upgraded in so many different areas of your life. If you don't see it physically, energetically, you're just like, oh, it looks so good. That's what everybody thinks about you. It doesn't matter the sex. People are drawn to you like moths to a flame. I'm literally seeing a bunch of moths go towards a bug zapper, try and run towards it, fly towards it, and get zapped upon certain. It's the same thing for people, whether you know or not. If you notice people go to walk towards you or get near you and they just stop, it's because you have an energetic wall. Blah, blah, blah. They don't want me to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. You have I'm going to say it. You have an energetic wall that has been put up because you're so special. Why can't I say it? Why won't you let me say it? It's not fair. So you are special. You've helped create this wall along with your spiritual family. Okay, I won't say anything else. Swear to God, it feels like they're trying to wire my jaw shut. Let me get some water, because I'm like, jeez Louise, you guys. It's hard being a channeler. Why give me the information if I'm not supposed to? Sorry about that. Alright, you're crazy smart, see your opportunities in life, and determination to expand. Anyways, people are crazy obsessed with you. They're crazy obsessed with your light, crazy obsessed with who you are as a person. Oh my. Alright, I'll take it. 3 and 3. You might be seeing 333. What song always puts you in a good mood? You always put people in a good mood even if you're in a bad mood. That doesn't make any sense. People are just happy you have bad moods too. That someone like you can be normal like them. Oh, again with the jealousy. Who's your favorite celebrity? Telling you people think you're a freaking superstar. Whether you know or not, you have like an army. You have like a herd of people who are like crazy obsessed with you and view you as like a celebrity. Oh my god, it's so-and-so. Oh my god, they posted again. Oh my god, there they are. You're like, I would say school crush, but you're beyond school crush. I mean, you're like thousands of people are into you. If you have a following that big, if you have hundreds, whatever, but if you have a social media, whoever the hell follows you, they're all obsessed. Then you might be thinking, well, they don't all like my contact. Some of them want to contact you. Hello. They might not all like my content, whatever. They do that on purpose because if they like everything and they know, some people are probably ballsy and do like all your stuff, but certain stuff they don't like, because then you'll like know you'll be like, they're obsessed. You might even say in your head when some people like your stuff, oh my gosh, they're obsessed. Like some people purposely won't like all your stuff because they're like, oh, I'm gonna look like a crazy retarded fan or whatever. People are very complicated when it comes to you. So many people want your approval and your love. What is the best thing you could do on a cold day? You're the best thing anybody could do any day of the week. Oh my gosh. How in love are these people? You're the funniest person I know, right? And the tower. Where would you like to travel next? People don't want to stop talking to you. It's like people don't want to stop being in your energy. People can't get enough of you. If every time people talk to you and they don't walk away, they don't leave you alone, and you have to walk away, that's why. They can't stop. It's like, what can I compare this to? Out of curiosity. It's like, oh, you're eating your favorite snack ever, and you know that you're really, really full, but there's like one more bite, and you eat it anyway, and you know you're going to be miserable, and it's going to feel awful, but you do it anyway because you love it. That's people with you. You're their favorite dessert, and they can't get enough, and even though they know it's going to annoy you, I'm getting that you might get annoyed because people don't like you might be like me and like you're good at conversations, communication, whatever, but you're not really a people person, but people are like super friendly and you're just like I'll be friendly to an extent and then I'm kind of done with the conversation because I'm just not like that. You could be the same way. You could be a little hermit like me. When I was a kid, I was outgoing, but the older I got, I was just like, this is. The more I could feel energies as I got older, it just got more intense, and it just feels like 1,000 pokey sticks, and it really takes a lot of energy. Like, full rooms of people are just not for me. Like, I go to concerts, they're fine, but usually I'll have a drink or something, so I get less annoyed by all the people. And whether or not that's a bad habit, that's on me. So, that's on me. Anyways, next card. I knew you were an angel the moment I laid eyes on you, celebrate you, and act on desires. You could be like that, by the way. Time freezes for everyone, but you for one day. What would you do and why? I heard spend the day with you. Like I said, when people are around you, they just kind of want to stop time and just stay. And it's almost like they don't know what it is about you, but you just seem so comfortable, so safe, so familiar, so wonderful, so loving. This is so interesting. Alright, let's get more on you are a natural beauty and using alchemy to transmute energies and balance, my dear. What is the most annoying habit someone can have? I heard sticking around. So you might be like me. So, to be honest, for you, it is so annoying to people that you just seem so effortlessly wonderful. Like you're beautiful inside and out, and it annoys the literal effing feffing shenanigans out of people. Like they're like, why? Well, maybe you've done a lot of inner work to like alchemize all that ick, and you kind of don't have a choice but to level up when you keep trying. Hello. Some people don't get that. All right. And then bottom of the deck, if the color blue had a smell, what would it smell like? A lot of people imagine what it would be like to be you for a day and be fabulous. Oh my gosh. Your haters are fans, whether you know it or not. Even the people who seem to have like the biggest, who dislike you the most, it's just because they're mad because they can't be you, which is a lot of people, particularly the same sexes you compare themselves to you a lot. I just want you to know that. They feel very less than. And it's not your fault if you're freaking fantastic naturally. Okay, that's. No one should ever compare themselves to anybody, and I think that's one of the reasons why you're so confident is because you're like, I just do my own thing. I just love myself. You can either hop on that bandwagon or jump off. And some people haven't discovered that they're the way they are for a reason, and that's part of their problem. So, even the people who are really strange around you or really quiet around you, if you're like, I don't know what their problem is you do a lot of things effortlessly that a lot of people can't. Like, if you articulate your words really easily, people can get annoyed. If you're naturally pretty, or beautiful or handsome, people get annoyed because they're like, oh, you were just blessed, whatever. I mean, every gift can be a curse depending on how you look at it. Okay? If you're intelligent, people can get mad at you because you make them feel dumb, but at the same time, do they read all the books that you do? No. Do they study as long and as hard? I'm getting a lot of people being jealous, but they haven't put in all the work you have. I'm getting like you weren't born this way. It comes from development. You just chose to develop yourself. You're choosing to use all your tools and resources. And I'm not getting anyone in particular who's better, not like any one person, just in general. People think you're really amazing, and then when you walk away, they're just like, that was a beautiful experience, and then they're like, oh, I'm by myself again, I don't like it. And And that is not your fault and not your problem. I don't know what these people's problem are, except for they need to learn to like themselves or love themselves or figure it out. This is kind of painful if I'm honest. It sucks to be you. I just gotta say, to be like this. You give the best advice, new connections. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would you choose? Let's get one to further all this. You definitely have the longest reading, more than likely. Deep feelings, Pisces. I'm telling you, everybody who meets you falls in love with you. Even people you've never met. Even people you've barely even spoken to. Even if you've told them off, they think you're the bee's knees, honey. Because you just got it going on. You're like a whole vibe, is what I'm getting. Your love is a gift, being true to you. What is something you're obsessed with in life? And then we'll get how this pertains to your week ahead. Because so far, this has just been a let's hype you reading. Leader, action, control, independence. Yeah, you're just you, and you just do things your way, and you're amazing, and people are obsessed with that you're just you, and you're proud of it. Crazy smart, see your opportunities in life, blah, 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 that whole stack, the desire. I'm telling you, people want what you got, honey. People want what you got. I'm hearing that song. You got it, I want it, you want it. Instead of, you want it, you got it, you want it, baby, you got it. Instead for you, they're playing me this song. You got it, babe, I want it. You got it, baby, I want it. Yeah, like they changed the song for me. That was interesting. I was like, that's not the song. The song is, yeah, I already did that. We're not gonna keep doing that. Love you most. I don't know any of the other lyrics. I don't know any other parts of that song other than that part. The funniest person I know, right? Shifting timelines. What would you like to travel next? Protection. I'm telling you, this is a confirmation. People try to get close to you, they get zapped. If you see people come towards you and just stop, or if you see people look in your direction and just kind of freeze, you could have put some kind of protection spell on yourself. I'm getting like, you could have done a spell, or you could have been like, if they stare at me, I hope they drop something. If they stare at me, I hope they get electrocuted. Like, you could have said some kind of something. I'm getting you did some kind of something, you said some kind of something, and so the divine was like, alright, this is going to be funny as hell. Do it. You're evil, I love you so much. I've done the same thing. I knew you were an angel the moment I laid eyes on you, celebrated you, act on desires, time freezes for everyone. Oh, I'm being told a lot of people really want to come towards you, but they are being divinely pushed the hell back like a football team in lava. I'm sorry, that's just the imagery I'm getting. I'm getting a pit of lava in front of like an army of people. Like divine's like, no. It's like an energetic blockage they're giving people, like mental blocks, like they be blocking the hell out of people. Alright, emotions. Telling you, so many people are into you. Hearing that song, I'm so into you, into you, into you. So baby, come light me up. Maybe up. Yeah, that's an Ariana Grande song, I think, called Into You. Pretty sure. You can look that up if you like it. You're a natural beauty, using alchemy to transmute energies and balance. Bravo. Trying to take out the other pile. Change, hope, faith, wishes. People wish they could be like you. They really freaking do. It's a confirmation there. Please let me be like number 3 because they're so beautiful and special. It's me. Strength. You just have divine strength, divine wisdom. You're freaking amazing. Why do you even care what your week is going to be like? Because your life seems like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, but they're all going to be delicious because it's chocolate. Okay. Unless you're allergic to chocolate, which in that case, put something else that's delicious there instead. Like if you like gelato, say gelato. If you like different flavors of ice cream. You never know what you're gonna get, but they're all delicious because it's ice cream. Just change it. Or life is like a donut, like whatever you want. Anyway, why a Forrest Gump analogy? I'll never know. Because you're special. Sorry. I thought that was funny. Your week next week. Expect a lot of people to actually come forward and tell you you're freaking amazing. I'm getting a sense like you're leaving some things behind in your life right now, and before people could sense it, but now they're realizing it. Maybe you've told people that you're going somewhere, or I think people just instinctively can feel that you have shifted timelines. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you felt like a major shift today at some point, like whether meditation, taking a shower, whatever. I feel like today you felt a big shift. You decided to do something in your life, maybe leave something behind, leave behind things that don't serve you. You made some kind of change and you've shifted some energy in your life, and you went from okay, here to here, and it's now time for you to jump and be one with that next timeline. And the people who are feeling that you are going to leave, all those people are going to kind of cling to you because they don't want you to leave, because they really think you're just fantastic and wonderful and special and beautiful and amazing. And are they going to admit all those things? No, but they're really going to be like, oh, I'm going to miss you, or they're going to say something that matters to them. Like, some of these people are people who would never say I'm going to miss you, or oh, I care about you. But you're going to hear from most people that they care about you because they don't want you to go. They don't want to be without you. Expect to feel important this coming week. Expect for some new connections to come in because you've made space. Okay, I'm getting a few new people who are energetically aligned to you because you've upgraded your energies in situations, maybe living situations, maybe job situations, maybe love situations, friendships. I'm kind of getting like everything in your life expects a level up because it's what you've done. You're purposely making a point to better your life and transform, and the divine sees that you're making moves, not excuses, and they're willing to hand that to you. I actually would not be surprised if one day you were a celebrity or someone who did have a big following one day, even if you don't now, just because one, so many people are obsessed with you, and even though they don't like to admit it, they may not like everything you do online, so they don't look like an obsessed freak, but anyone who follows you, they're an obsessed freak. That's the only reason why they follow you, is what I'm being told. And you always put people in a good mood, even when you're in a crappy mood, because they're happy someone as amazing as you can go through emotions and changes and things like them. Like, I'm getting like you're naturally a happy person. You're naturally a person who uplifts others. But when you're down and out, you're not about it. You're real. You're just like, I'm okay. I'm not great. Um, if other people, you're the kind of person, if other people are doing well even when you're not, you're still happy for them, and that's why a lot of people admire you. And I just got a confirmation headline about Marilyn Monroe, so that's really interesting because she's dead, but people were crazy obsessed with her, and she was so popular. So it's so funny that I was like talking about how amazing you are, this, that, and the other, and how people are obsessed with you, how you'll probably be famous one day, and then Marilyn Monroe pops up on my newsfeed. That is just a confirmation as far as I'm concerned. If I could show you the little news thing popping down, I would, but I can't because it's my phone, not yours. Anyway, I don't know why I did that, but whatever. It's just fun. Number 3. Number 3, your week. Expect for people to tell you you're important, or if not tell you, show you. Energetically, you'll feel people clinging to you, so make sure you sage a lot. In fact, I'll sage you a little bit now. Just give you a little heads up. Just say, I accept this cleansing. My intention is to cleanse this person of other people's energy so they can keep leveling up to their good stuff. Yeah. Yes, honey. I'm gonna just, because you got a lot of energy on you. That is like crazy, people. Anyways, this is your reading number 3. Many blessings. Many blessings to all. If anybody sat through all of that, oh my god. You love me. Thanks. I don't know why, but okay. Many blessings to you all. Hope you all enjoyed this. This definitely was a lot more in depth than I thought it would be. I ended up describing how everyone is. I basically did a I'm gonna gas you up / your next week reading. So I guess I should put a different title on this. Let's gas you up and tell you about your next week, because honestly, every single pile, people had good stuff to say about them, which is rare. Like, even the haters weren't really even haters, they were just more so like jealous. And it wasn't necessarily even towards the person the reading was about, it was more so just a reflection of themselves and how they wish they could be like that person, but it's mostly people who just don't make the effort. So it's like they know they're part of the problem, but they're okay with the problem, so they stick with the problem. Kind of like a bad job. Anyways, many blessings to all, and until next time.